let's talk about the American riders of the Tour de France, just so people know their names who are listening to this podcast. I mean, some people will already know them, but there's some really cool tie-ins. We just got
Just
just three
three.
riders.
Three.
Well,
Easy to remember.
okay. Why don't you go ahead and rattle them off, Dad?
Well, you got it's Palace, right?
Yep.
Nielsen Palace, writing for
Yeah.
EF, right? The one technically American team, yeah, but with one American rider, and then two American riders on Visma, maybe the strongest team in the race. So, but that is it. Just three Americans.
You
So
gotta name
Really?
the
yeah, yes, and the two, the two American riders are Sepp Kuss and
Mateo.
Matteo Jorgensen from our home state of Idaho.
Yeah, and he's based out of Boise, right?
Yeah, well, not anymore, but yeah, he grew up in Boise.
Okay,
He lives just like all the rest of them now, living in Europe. So
that's really cool. So Brandon McNulty's not riding for UAE.
he is not riding at the tour this year.
I think he was at the
Okay,
G.
see,
Yeah.
we'll go with that on this. I did type into ChatGPT last night. They gave me six riders, so that's good to know.
Who are they?
The other two were Quinn Simmons and Magnus Sheffield.
Ooh, that's true.
Unless something's changed, I was going off of the tour roster where you can put
The
in.
rider list.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they're not there. So they could have been on a
I
pre-list.
do think Quinn Simmons should be there because, well, I don't know. I think it was still up in the air at Tour de Suisse. He was trying to race well there to kind of make a case for him being on the tour squad, but I don't think it was planned for him to be on the tour squad yet.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I trust Dad's research much more than some AI bot. So I do think it's really interesting because Mateo and Kus, we talked about in I can't remember which episode it was. I think it was last episode. They both have the opportunity to finish top 10. I mean, Kus has won the Giro, right?
Volta.
Volta, thank you. But they'll be pulling for Vingegaard. So, do you think of those three, do you think any of them have the chance to win a stage at the tour?
Probably Palace.
Okay.
Just because I think responsibilities wise, it's going to be tough for Kuss and Jorgensen to have a chance to win a stage. I think there's some decent rolling terrain in the first like week and a half of the tour. So I think that's something that Palace will probably just slip into a breakaway and grab a stage.
And that's EF's objective, right? They're there to try to
Right.
get stages, and so they look for those opportunities. Whereas Mateo and Sepp are there to serve their team, and they'll have key roles, and you'll probably see them at the front of the peloton a lot, but not very often at the end of the stage. Yeah.
Yeah, oftentimes you'll see, at least in the Criterium du Dauphiné, if they repeat the same tactics, there'll be satellite riders. I know Kus went out a couple times up ahead on the road, at least attempted to. Poggi always tracked him down. But so we'll get plenty of camera time for American riders. So that's really cool. Um, are there uh, anything? So
Just,
no
just,
other. Yeah, go
just a
ahead.
note on that, on the number of riders. When you think only three, it sounds like that's not very many. There's only a handful of countries that have a lot of riders, right? There's only two that have more than like 7 or 8 riders, and that's Belgium and what's the other one? Bear Norway, Belgium or Norway, um, or Belgium and France. I'm sorry, Belgium and France have
Okay.
the largest numbers, right? Everybody else, 7 is a lot, and then a lot of countries just have one or two. So I think America probably should. We would hope to get back to where we're one of those 8 countries with 8, 7 or 8 riders in it. Maybe 10 would be awesome, but that would be a big change. But like I said, that's unusual. There's a lot of riders, and they're from everywhere, so it's hard to earn a spot.
Yeah, I think it's good for American cycling to get back on the map a little bit. And these, I mean, all three of these are relatively young. They're upper 20s.
Yeah, that sounds
I
right.
don't think anyone's over 30. Okay, yeah, and the peloton just seems to be a lot younger this year. or the last few years, at least all the contenders.
Hi, I'm Bear, and I like to ride bikes. When I was a kid, I stood in the shadows of giants, the Tour de France, the legends, the climbs. I was hooked. Now, I race in the Pacific Northwest. Rain, heat, snow, I'm still riding. It's about the pursuit of improvement, the grind, the grade, the summit. My goals? Nationals, Europe. How high can I go? I'm Bear Lopez, riding, climbing.
You need better coffee, Bear. Do you even know when your coffee was roasted? If your beans are old enough to file taxes, we have a problem. Cleve Coffee is the Inland Northwest's newest coffee roaster, bringing you fresh roasted coffee twice a week. No mystery blends, just single origin, organic beans that taste like dark chocolate doing backflips through citrus sunshine. Sip once, and your grocery store grounds will feel like instant regret. Sip, smile, repeat. Cleve Coffee. Use code AeroBear, that's AeroBear, at checkout to get 20% off your entire order. Be sure to go check them out. Link is in the description. Yeah, can't speak more, can't speak highly enough about Andrew Butterbush, who founded Cleve Coffee. He's actually the guy who put together Bear's trailer on YouTube. So if you also need videography and marketing needs, I'd reach out to him as well. But yeah, huge shout out to Andrew. And we're going to play a quick video element that he put together for the podcast, just for Bear's podcast. So we'll roll that.